Hello everybody and welcome to my beginning of August vlog style wrap up. Let's jump into it. Excuse the humming of my computer if you can hear it in the background. I am exporting videos and my computer is just struggle bussing to keep up with everything that I'm trying to get done today. It is currently about 2:30 on a Tuesday and I filmed about 11 videos yesterday and I've been editing them and uploading them today. I think I'm on like video number 4 and my computer is just pissed. But I realized that I hadn't started my vlog style wrap up for August and I do want to do 2 vlog style wrap ups this month. So I figured I had to start that. If you watch my booktubeathon vlogs, and I hope you did, then you already know the books that I read for the beginning of August, but I'm going to do a quick wrap up here and just go over the books that I actually read in August for booktubeathon as well. So the first book that I read was actually Spell on Wheels, which is a graphic novel. I read the first volume of that and I gave it 4 stars. Then I read In an Absent Dream, which is the 4th of the Wayward Children series, and I gave it 5 stars. Of course, this is probably one of my favorites of the series because it follows a singular character and you get to know them really well, and I just enjoyed the hell out of it. Plus, I love the world in this. I feel like it's a world that I might want to be in. And then I finished the E-Arc of Rule by Ellen Goodlett, which I did not enjoy as much as I wanted to at all. Like, I was really bummed out by it and let down by it. It just didn't have the character complexity, the world building wasn't there, the magic system building wasn't there. I'm not intrigued at all about that world or what happens in it, so I will not be continuing with that series. I gave it 3 stars. Then I listened to the audiobook of Before the Devil Breaks You, which is the 3rd book of the Diviner series by Libba Bray, and I freaking loved it. It was a 5-star read, easily. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. And then I read Wicked Ruin, which is the only thing that I have not talked to you guys about. I talked about it briefly in my booktubeathon vlog, but I hadn't finished it at the time I ended my vlog for booktubeathon. I finished it during booktubeathon, but it didn't count for it because I'd already put out my videos. But that was a 3-star read. It is a dark and twisted erotic thriller, like Girl in 6E type of style, except with fallen angels and demons and the devil. I know, but it is pretty good. It's definitely graphic and it's definitely dark and gory, and there is a lot of very troubling dark and twisted sex that goes on. Consent is not always a thing that happens. It also doesn't try to make it okay. So, you know, that's a thing. It's dark. It's not for everybody. I'm aware it's not for everybody. I happen to really enjoy the series. However, there was something that took place in this 3rd book that really upset me, and I'm not okay with it. And I ended up giving that book 3 stars on Goodreads, but I did continue because I have the whole series on my Nook. So I did continue with Fallen Rain. I think I'm about 40% of the way through that ebook right now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books that I have marked down here for August. However, In an Absent Dream, Rule, Spellbook, Spell on Wheels, also Moonstruck, which was a graphic novel, female romance, really diverse, gender fluid, graphic novel that I really liked. That was a 4-star. I also read that in August. And then I'm currently reading Fallen Rain, Now I Rise by Kirsten White, and The Goal by Elle Kennedy, I think is who wrote that, I think. On, today's the 7th, on the 9th I start a read of Nevernight, and I will be doing an independent vlog, just experiencing Nevernight for the first time, taking you guys along the ride with me as I read Nevernight for the first time. I've been talking about Nevernight for a while, and I'm going to do a giant buddy read of Nevernight with a couple of my writing buddies, as well as on Twitter. There's a whole page breakdown there. And I kind of threw it out there to everybody because I was getting a ton of messages saying, please keep me updated. Please let me know what you think of Nevernight. Please, I want to know your thoughts. Like, definitely message me when you're done. And I was like, you know what? I think there's enough interest here in my thoughts and opinions on Nevernight. So I put up a poll on Instagram and everybody said, heck yes, we want you to do a vlog of it. So I'm going to vlog my reading of that, and we'll see how that goes. So that's my reading for right now. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books done already, and it's the 7th. Just wanted to start this so that we had a record for the beginning of the vlog, and I will catch up with you guys when I finish my next book. Bye! Guys, I have an update for my reading vlog. I have finished Somersault by Katrina Leno, and I loved it. Chelsea nailed it in her Booktubeathon vlog, where she said that it was like a combination of The Wicked Deep, which you know I love, and The Strange and Beautiful Stars of Ava Lavender, which you know I also love. They're both amazing books. One is more fantasy, one is more magical realism, and they're both atmospheric and kind of dark. This one wasn't as dark, it wasn't as atmospheric, and it didn't have the kind of beautiful writing that I really, really loved from Ava Lavender. So I still like the two of those books individually better than I liked this one, but it was still a 5-star read, and it was a great mashup of the two. So if you like the two of those books, I think you'll also really, really love Somersault. It had a much different vibe to it than either one of them, but it still was very reminiscent of the two of them, and it mashed up a couple of things that I really, really love in books and did it really well. So I'm still going with 5 stars for it. I read it in a couple of hours, and it's a 270 page-ish book, and it was super quick. I got the ebook from the library, and I really wanted to finish it. Today's the 8th, and I wanted to finish it before midnight tonight, because midnight tonight starts my vlog and my read of Nevernight, and I didn't want to have that kind of looming over me as something that had to be returned soon while I was reading Nevernight. So I was really glad to actually, you know, go ahead and read that all in one day, and I really, really am enjoying it. So that one went really well. I'm halfway through Captive Prince, halfway through Fallen Rain, and I will probably let both of those just kind of chill while I read Nevernight, unless I need like a mental break from Nevernight. That's the only update for now. Hello, I am here with an update. I read Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat, and I didn't like it. I know people really love this. They either really, really love it or really, really hate it. I didn't vehemently hate it, but I didn't like it. So this follows a world where there are like normalized male-male relationships, because the goal is to really not have bastards, so not very many people actually have sex with women. That's fine. It's also a society where sex slaves are commonplace, and there's very much like a dominant submissive relationship between them, where like a lot of the slave owners have these pleasure slaves, but they're treated really well. But of course there's areas where that's not true. And the main character in this, Damon, is a prince who is sold into sex slavery, pleasure slavery, for a warring nation's prince. That's how we start. Obviously, a ton of trigger warnings for like pedophilia and sexual assault and rape and violence and attempted murder and slavery and sex trafficking and just nothing great, honestly. And here's the thing. I don't have a problem with taboo subjects. That doesn't bother me in and of itself, but the writing was also just not fantastic. There is some political intrigue, which is like, okay. I have the other 2 books, and I've heard that the writing gets a lot better in books 2 and 3. I will probably at some point give book 2 a shot, but this got 2 stars, and I really didn't enjoy it. I'm in the middle of a couple other books. I'm in the middle of Nevernight, and I'm in the middle of Girls of Paper and Fire. I'm also still listening to the audiobook for Now I Rise, and we'll see how the rest all goes. But that's my update for right now. Bye, guys. Hi everybody, I am back with a little bit of a wrap-up, and I have read and finished Fallen Rain now by S.L. Jennings, which is the 4th and final book of the Seven Sinners trilogy. Not a trilogy, it's a quad, it's a series. Anyway, I finished it, and it was really good as a finale goes. So you guys know that the last one I had a little bit of a problem with, because there was like a full-blown rape in it, and it was between like love interests, but like some shit had gone down. Like, it's hard to explain. I don't know. I'm still not okay with it. But the finale was actually really, really good. And there's always been this little bit of a love triangle between our main character, Eden, and a couple of other characters. And I understood where she was going, and where she was like more attached, but book 4 had a little situation with the other love interest, and I was about it. So about it. So we'll see. I don't know. It was really, really good. I'm not even 100% sure that it didn't leave off in a way that could possibly lead to more books with these characters, but I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But regardless, it was an epic battle scene, a really big conclusion. Our main character comes into powers, of course, that she didn't know she had, but it's not something that she could do on her own. She had to do it with the help of friends, and friends for her were not easy to make. So it was actually a really good conclusion. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, but like I've said time and time again with this particular series, it is a dark series. It is not for the lighthearted. It is bloody and gory and problematic and crazy, and there's a ton of shit going on in these that can be really dark and disturbing. So if you go into it, you need to go into it knowing that there's going to be things like rape and blood and murder and warfare and like abuse and assault and super sketchy consent, sometimes no consent, and just like all around fuckery, but it's really good. Like, I enjoy it. So I would say it's up there in my like addicting read series with like the Stage Dive and the Royal series and some of those other like smutty reads, but this is like the darkest of my smutty reads, and I'm okay with it. So I am gonna go back and read because I'm not done my reading for this particular part of the update. I have a good couple of days. I think I want this to go up on the 17th, and right now it's the 12th, so hopefully I will finish a couple more books before then and check back in with you. But that's it for right now. Hi guys, I am back with a little bit of a reading update, and I have officially finished Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Yang. Oh god, I'm sorry. I did know, like, I looked it up on Google to like tell me how to say it, and I thought I had it, and then it like left my brain. So I just finished this. This is an arc. It does not come out until October 23rd, although I want to say on Goodreads that I potentially looked and it was pushed back to possibly November. Like, I think it might have gotten pushed back a tiny little bit. And this one has been on a TBR a couple different times now, and it kept getting pushed back, And then I actually saw that Melanie from Mel to the Any was reading it. She started talking about it, and she was like, girl, prepare yourself. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to start it. I'm just going to start early. I do have a couple tabs in here. There's some like plot points, some romance points, and a lot of fuckery. There's a lot of orange for like me being unhappy with shit, but I think that's the point of this book. Like, you were not supposed to be happy about things. However, there's a ton of trigger warnings, and I need to get to a whole bunch of that in my Goodreads review, but I'll go over some of them here. So there's going to be trigger warnings for abduction, death of, harm to parents, siblings, friends. There's going to be a lot of rape and sexual abuse and violence and murder. It is an Asian-inspired fantasy with a female-female romance. A group of women who are sent to the castle to be a harem for a king. And of course they're taking these like lower class citizens to be a harem for the king, and they are there to service the king, who is cruel and not kind and doesn't try to make things easy on them. He flat out forcibly beats, mutilates, rapes the women that are in his harem. They don't go willingly a lot of the times, and he is not gentle, and he gives 2 fucks. And they've got to, of course, get like a clean bill of health before they go to the king, and there's like a forced full body search and exam. There is a lot of shit that happens. The point of this book is that it really is about finding yourself in a situation like that. It's about rape and rape culture. It's about the way that we look at women that are put in situations where they don't necessarily have a choice and they're fighting to get out of it, but they're in a shit situation. And it's about finding strength and finding hope and finding something to hold on to that gets you through. It's about love, your resolve to make things better for people that come after you, so that nobody else has to go through what you go through. It was beautifully written. It had this like Daughter of Smoke and Bone-esque quality to it, because the different casts of people are the paper, the steel, and the moon. And the paper cast are humans. They just look like us. And then the steel cast are part human, part demon. But the demons in this story are the moon cast. The full-blooded demons are the moon cast. and they take on these animal-like properties. So they might have talons and feathers, they might have horns, they may have hooves, they might have like a human-like characteristics, but full-blown animal qualities. The Steel class is a mix of human and those demon creatures, and they have human qualities, but maybe they have like a tuft of feathers, or maybe they have like eyes or ears or snout that's kind of animal-like, and then the rest of them is human. Really strange to hear people talking about sexual relationships between humans and animal creatures. It was weird, and it definitely took a little while for me to get into it. There were a couple main girls that you really did get to know. There was 9 of them, and I feel like I only really got to know maybe 3 or 4 of them. And then other than that, they were just kind of there. There was different lessons that they were supposed to be taking to get themselves ready for the king, and I feel like those were glossed over. There was a ton of culture and cultural diversity and things that were being mentioned, but then I felt like there was a lot that wasn't explored that probably could have been. It was gorgeous, it was diverse in a whole bunch of different ways, but for me it was still a 4-star read. It wasn't mind-blowing, but it was good. Unfortunately, I don't think I connected with it enough to probably want to continue. I'm not sure right now, but I don't think so. But the writing was gorgeous, the story was gorgeous. If you're looking for Asian representation, if you're looking for female representation, amazing look at rape culture and the strength of women, the resilience of women, and the way that they fight back both like mentally in themselves when they have to deal with situations like this, and then also physically and outward. A beautiful book, a gorgeous, gorgeous book. I'm still very happy that I read it. I'm thrilled that I had this arc. And that's my thoughts for now. I don't think I'm going to finish anything else before the 17th. I have a couple that I'm reading, but I do not think I'm going to be finishing anything. So this will probably be the end of my vlog style wrap up. If it is, then awesome. I have no idea how many books that I've read this month. Hold on, let me check. 9 books so far in this portion of the month. I did finish Nevernight, by the way. Nevernight will have its own vlog, but I did want to mention Nevernight is done. It was 5 stars. I will get to the rest of my reading in the last part of this vlog. I will also let you know now that we will be doing a God's Grave read-along, and that will be taking place in early September. I don't have the details for you yet, but I will have it by the time my September TBR and or the last vlog of August goes up. So that's going to be it for this particular part of the vlog. But if you liked it, definitely give me a big thumbs up, and let me know down below what your favorite book that you've read so far this month is. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you know when I put up new videos, and I will talk to all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.